My Cult of SJW video did very well, a lot better than I expected, and the second part's doing pretty well too. For context, go watch those videos and a stream I did with Miss Misa. They responded, and they're angry. Go figure. Tim's response was good. Kevin Logan's wasn't too bad. I feel like he did the best he could. But the Woolly Bumblebee couldn't do anything but prove every point I made in my video. She made a 2.5-hour live stream response to my video, and towards the middle end-ish, they said this. Let me play you the clip Miss Misa used in her video because I'm too lazy to go find it myself.
Let me put it out there again for the cheap seats. I'm more than happy to interview. Yeah. Listen carefully, dumbasses. Interview. More than happy to ask you questions if you're more than happy to answer them. Anybody in this video?
Let's see any of them take you up on that one.
Come on my channel. I've got rules. These are the rules. You come on my channel.
Yeah.
You answer my questions.
Well, they don't like rules.
And I'll tell you that this is the finish line. You don't answer a question, out you go.
So, Woolly Bumblethief's fucking husband, you'll answer my questions, you'll answer to me. So, of course, being the cordial gentleman that I am, I tweeted him. Pretty decent, they're not offensive or mean in any way. But the night before, I tweeted them as well, before I knew they did this clip. And I asked Woolly Bumblebee if she wanted to chat about the video. Because I hadn't watched it in full yet, so I didn't know that they made this interview thing. I just offered the opportunity to have a conversation about the video they made. In this picture, you can see me asking Woolly if she would like to have a conversation. And then I said her friend Mika could moderate if you'd like. She did a good job on the debate with Kristy and the Distributist. I accidentally committed the high crime of misgendering Mika, which gave them the opportunity to completely ignore my offer and just berate me for hours because I misgendered somebody. And of course, proving me again correct in the video, the responses were fucking cancer. Mika did respond to me, correcting me on my use of a quote incorrect pronoun, unquote, to which I responded whatever pronoun because it doesn't matter to the conversation I'm trying to have. As you can tell, the response from the Cult of SJWs was just as articulate as you would expect. Nothing. They use this as a diversion to not talk about the issue that I was trying to talk about. Go figure. After the male Bumblebee bragged about muting me after my invitation to have the conversation that he offered, he boasted that if I don't follow his rules, he will just put me back on mute, which he did because he's a scared little bitch. And I've been arguing with these people all day. They seem to have enough time to make videos about me. They seem to have enough time to tweet incessantly about me, but they don't have enough time to have an actual conversation. I have limited time in my day, and I am accepting the invitation that he offered. I've accepted it over Twitter. I've tweeted him. I've commented on his video. He will not have this quote unquote interview with me. But if you're just going to mute me after you call me a coward, after you call me names, don't even bother talking about me, dude. Don't. And yes, I am irritated, and I told Tim Blake, because we're preparing to have a conversation on the Cunt stream to help do a fundraiser for his cat who had medical issues, and Tim needs a little help. So we're helping him on the Cunt stream. And he talked me through it, because I was getting really irritated by this. And he talked me through it. And he's like, dude, they just don't care. And he makes a good point. They just don't. What they're doing is they're putting on a show. And I'm not going to sit here and sit on Twitter and go back and forth and call the Woolly Bumblebee names, and they're going to call me names. Woolly's a big-nosed piece of shit. There. Now there's no point in saying it on Twitter. So until they decide to actually accept my offer, or no, not even my offer, until they actually decide to own up to their word and accept the offer they put on the table towards me, towards Misa, towards Omegon, bearing everybody in the video, as he said.
Anybody in this video?
Let's see any of them take you up on that one.
Well, any of us would take you up on that one, and me and Misa did take you up on that one. You guys are the ones who decided not to. You wanted to play games on Twitter. So you know what? Fine. You're not interested in the conversation. Fair enough. At least have the fucking balls to say it. Don't sit there and go, oh, I'm just going to mute you since you're not playing by my rules. Just say you don't have the fucking balls. If you're going to be a bitch, just own it. You know? You're going to be an asshole, I'll fucking call you out on it. If you're going to be a bitch, I'll just ignore you. At least Tim and Kevin are open to a conversation, and they're saying they will talk to me. They're not going to sit there and say they'll talk to me, and then when it comes down to it, they go, no, I'm just going to mute you. Fuck that shit. You just did nothing but prove every point in that video correct. You can't debate, so you ignore. If you can't ignore, you talk shit. You don't do anything. And for those of you who aren't sure who the Woolly Bumblebee is, she's the chick who stole the $6,000 from the men's shelter. So that's just a background on this. I didn't include the Woolly Bumblebee in my original video because she was just completely irrelevant to me. I would tweet at her a couple times, ask where the money is. Nothing big. But now you can see, what I really think this was it was showing of her character and her husband's. They're scared. They just like Twitter drama. Whatever. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a part 3 because this is getting pretty good. At the very least, I think what my videos did was it kind of pulled that kabuki theater mask off of them. And now they have to face it. You want to avoid the conversation? Just say that. You want to try to divert the conversation because I committed the high crime of misgendering somebody? Fine. But don't sit there and say, we're too scared to talk to you, and then ignore the conversation that you offered. Like I said, I'm going to save my time for the people who are actually interested in having the conversation. Unlike you guys. I did watch about 15-20 minutes into their video, and there are 3 points I would like to address. Okay? First one. 13 minutes into the video, you were only 30 seconds into my video, and all you did was bash us, and you wonder why the right of YouTube thinks you don't like them? Point number 2. We're not all right. Sit the fuck down, bitch. Point number 3. If someone says you're racist, you are? No, that's not how that works. Okay, fine. You want to play by that logic? Woolly Bumblebee and Joe Mendez are racist. Okay? They're racist and thieves and big-nosed pieces of shit. Is that how that works? No, that's not how that works. I don't understand why you think that that's okay. Why you think you could sit there and go, oh, they're all racist, and then expect us not to go, fuck you. No, we're not. They're all pieces of shit who are afraid to have conversations. No, we're not. You're the one avoiding the conversation. After I release this video, unless it is going to lead to an actual conversation, I will not engage with the Woolly Bumblebee or her fucking husband anymore because they are retarded. They are not worth the aggravation on Twitter. Unless it leads to a conversation, I don't want to see anything of theirs. And someone might be going, oh, Sinatra's super triggered. Yeah, I am very annoyed. This is what the issue is. We're trying to have a dialogue. Big respect to Tim and Kevin Logan for having that dialogue. Fuck you, Woolly Bumblebee, for saying in your video to sound cool to everybody watching it that you're open to have that dialogue, and then when it comes down to it, you completely ignore it. Like, why even bother? Why? Now everybody sees that you're a liar online, on top of being a thief, and on top of being just a general asshole person. Now that's out there for you to see. All you did was prove my point. I apologize if this video got a little ranty, but I hope you can understand where my frustration comes from. My original video pointed out that these people aren't interested in the conversation. Tim Blake and Kevin Logan proved me wrong. Much respect. Ups to them. Woolly Bumblebee couldn't help herself but prove us right. This was extremely obvious in their attack on Aiden Paladin. Not only did they not understand what Aiden was saying, they got angry that they didn't understand what Aiden was saying, so they just started calling her an alt-right. They weren't saying that they didn't understand it, they just started immediately calling her names. What Aiden was saying was that you can't debate the alt-right because you don't know what the alt-right is saying. Not that you can't debate the alt-right because they're correct. There's a difference there. That's dishonest. So whether they misrepresented us or completely ignored our points, Woolly Bumblebee and her husband's fucking response was dog shit. Maybe there'll be a part 3. Would you guys like a part 3? I think we could make a part 3 because of the fucking meltdowns we've seen. But I guess we'll see what the future holds. Anyway, guys, if you guys are unsure of the context, I'll link Miss Misa's video, my 2 videos, and the Woolly Bumblebee's live stream in the description. I'll link Kevin and Tim's video too. But super big ups to Tim too, because he accepted some of the criticism in that video. I respect that so much. That's one of the reasons why I didn't include Tim in the original video, because I always feel like he is open to the conversation. Any exchange with him, he's always been open to at least banter. That's more than most of these people. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm being a little, like, overreactive too. I think I'm just annoyed. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. If you like this video and you want to hear more similar to it, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the section down below. I'm always interested in what you guys have to say. If you want to reach out to talk to me, please go to my Minds, Gab, and Twitter, all in the description. All are at Sinatra Says. If you're feeling generous, my PayPal and Patreon are both linked in the description. Until next time, my friends.